Jared, both people I spoke with today say Coach Bobby Knight, he was intense, but he also had a fun side. They shared some of their favorite memories of him with me today. Take a look. There's no denying the impact Coach Bobby Knight had on the game of basketball. He's one of the greatest college coaches ever, but for those who knew him closely, he was so much more than that.
I always looked at Bobby not as a coach, but as a teacher.
Dave Barker and Knight played on the 1960 National Championship basketball team here at Ohio State together. He remembers when they first met.
I use the word dedicated, but what I really mean, he was serious. And he played serious.
Barker says he was a passionate person, sometimes to a fault.
Bobby Knight just threw his chair.
But one thing you could never question was that he cared.
A solid guy all the time. You like being around him.
Coach Knight formed relationships all over. One of the most notable was with former sports director here at NBC4, Jimmy Crum.
Every time Bob came over with the Hoosiers, Coach Knight was very gracious, always gave my dad a good interview.
His son Jim Crum says Knight had quite the sense of humor.
After my dad got off the air for the 11 o'clock show, Knight called him and said, "Hey, did the alarms go off in the studio after I left?" And my dad said, "Yeah, why do you ask that?" And he said, "Well, I propped the door open with the yellow pages just to make the alarm go off."
And Bobby Knight joins a select group of only 6 other coaches.
It's stories like these that can only start to encapsulate the type of person Knight was and the impact he had on the game of basketball and the people around him.
What could I leave other than we're still there. Regardless of where individually we are, we're still there as a unit.
Coach Knight currently sits 6th on the all-time wins list for college basketball. He will be missed by so many people, but one thing is for certain, his legacy will live on forever. Local for you at The Ohio State University, I'm Caleb Michael, NBC4.